guys, J.P.BBQ here. It's Tuesday night and I'm going to be prepping some meat tonight for Thursday. I got roughly about 20 people I got to feed come Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. And I'm going to be showing you what we're doing. It's Tuesday. I know it's a little bit ahead of schedule, but I like prepping my meat roughly 24 hours before I start smoking it. So tonight I trim up the meat, I get it prepped up, I get it seasoned, and put it back in container and put it back in the refrigerator. And tomorrow night I start smoking this meat and running it through its process and getting it ready for Thursday. But anyway, let me show you what I got going on. So as you can see, got rack of ribs here that I'm doing, pork loin ribs. Got another rack of ribs. These are the St. Louis cut. Got those from my grocery store, not grocery store, but my butcher store up the street. I got two picnic shoulders that I got also from the same butcher. From, as you can see, it's called Freshfields Farm. Got two of these bad boys. And on top of that, I got a USDA prime brisket that I'm doing for these guys. But anyway, this is the entire meat that we'll be smoking tomorrow night. And I got to get it all seasoned up tonight. And you guys stay tuned and watch how it comes out. Here are the ingredients I use for seasoning the meat. Main ingredient obviously is that I like using. I like using kosher salt and also coarse ground black pepper. These are the only two things I put on the brisket. I like to make a Texas style brisket, and Texas style brisket just uses salt and pepper. The rest of the meat that I'm going to be seasoning, the ribs including with the picnic shoulders, going to be adding, in addition to the salt and pepper, paprika. Paprika adds a nice reddish color to the meat, and it gives it a nice, wonderful look to it once it's smoked. Also, onion powder for flavor, and as well as garlic powder. But in essence, these are really the only 5 ingredients I use for smoking my meats. Okay, you guys stay tuned. I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're all done. Okay, guys, got the meat all seasoned up. Starting off with the brisket right here. Again, all I like to use on brisket is just salt and pepper. Got a nice little coat over here. Trimmed a lot of the fat over here off of the point area. The point tends to be a little bit having a lot more fat marbleized inside of the meat, so you can trim some of that. But what I do leave is down here on the flat portion, I do leave roughly about 1/4 of an inch of that fat cap on top of it, just to protect it against the heat so it doesn't dry out. Coming over here, I got my 2 picnic shoulders, and look at that beautiful color. Just love how that paprika makes that meat just stand out. Okay, and we'll swing over here to the other side of the kitchen and show you the other stuff. Hold on a second. Look at these ribs. These are the St. Louis cut right here. Did the same kind of rub that I did on the picnic shoulder, but in addition, can you see how that rib is kind of glistening? Yes, you called it. Got a little bit of brown sugar. Well, let me take that back. I got some brown sugar on these ribs. These are going to be some really good ribs. And I did the pork loin ribs, or also known as baby back ribs, the same way. So can't wait till tomorrow night. I'm going to foil these bad boys back up and put them back into the refrigerator and start the smoking process tomorrow. You guys stay tuned. Hey guys, it's been 24 hours since the meat's been seasoned, and getting the smokers ready tonight so we can start our smoking for tomorrow's meal. Just wanted to show you what kind of smokers I got. Okay, check this out. This is my little master built. 30-inch smoker. It's got 4 racks in it, but as you can see, I only got 2 racks because I'm only doing 2 picnic shoulders. Let me open this up so you guys can take a look on the inside. As you can see, it's very well seasoned. Got my trays ready. Got my my water bowl ready with apple cider. I like using apple cider when it comes to smoking my meats. So, you know, very nice smoker. I like the smoker and never had no issues with it. I think I bought this back in November, you know, on a Black Friday thing or something. It was a good price. And over here, you know, this is my 40-inch big boy smoker. And with the amount of food I got smoking tonight, I am probably going to need all 4 racks. This top rack right here, brisket's going to go there. And these other racks, these other 3 racks, I'm going to be putting the ribs on it. You know, the St. Louis style ribs and the baby back ribs. And also, again, got my water bowl. Got my drip tray down there in the bottom. And again, I'm using apple cider to, you know, in the water bowl. So, you know, hopefully it all comes out pretty good. You know, I'm sure it will. You know, but as you can see, this smokers is seasoned as well. It's got a few miles on it, but it does the job. You know, I really like this product, and hope to get more use out of it. Okay, guys, stay tuned. Hey guys, took the meats out of the refrigerator. Just wanted to show you what they looked like right before we put them in the smoker. All that's left to do is to get these bad boys probed and stick them in the smoker and bring them up to their 165. At 165, I'm going to wrap them and then bring them up to their next level of temperature. But look at this picnic shoulder. Look at that. Look how red the paprika has really gotten into it. They don't get no better than this. Okay, can't wait to see what it looks like after it's been smoked and cooked. Okay, you guys stay tuned for that one. And over here, I got my brisket, salt and pepper. That's all that's on this baby. Okay, and gonna do the same thing. Bring it up to 165, wrap it with aluminum, and then bring it up to 195, and she is done. Okay, you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, just wanted to show you the ribs before I put them in the smoker. They've been marinating, you know, for over 24 hours, and it's roughly about 1 o'clock in the morning the day of. And I'm going to be doing these ribs the 3-2-1 method. And what the 3-2-1 method is 3 hours smoked, 2 hours wrapped, and then 1 hour unwrapped, or the last hour unwrapped, getting the last smoke. And in that last 1 hour, I'm going to put a layer of barbecue sauce on it and let it get its last coat and get it nice and caramelized and get that last look on it. Okay, but besides that, that's really about all I'm going to do with these ribs. I'm going to throw these ribs in the smoker, and you guys stay tuned to see what they look like. Hey guys, just wanted to show you some of the gear that I'm going to be using tonight for tonight's overnight cook. These are the Mavericks Ready Check Wireless Barbecue Meat Thermometers. Had really good success with these thermometers. They're 2 pieces to them. You got a transmitter and a receiver, and they got a 300-foot range. And for the size of my house, you know, these work really well. I can have these in the carport, and I can be on the other side of the house, and the radio frequency picks up just fine. You know, so they do work, you know, really good. I do like these. Some people have had issues with the probes. You know, they do give you instructions in regards to don't immerse them in water or don't wet the leads. Okay, but in addition to that, and my biggest issue with the probes was that they were just too short. Okay, so I bought these also to go with these, and these are by a company that's called Barbecue Better, and these are 6-foot replacement hybrid probes. And you know, they've worked really good. As long as you take care of your probes and don't get them wet, don't get any water inside the probe itself, you know, they'll work good for you. And for a 6-foot length, you know, there is plenty long enough, okay, for whatever pitch you're using, okay. In addition to that, I just wanted to show you this this other temperature probe. This is a thermal probe. These were some of the first probes that I've bought. And if you're not doing an overnight cook, and if you're just doing something during the day, I'm telling you, these thermal probes, as the name calls it, cook like a pro, you know, work perfect. Okay, if you're going to be grilling some steaks or doing some chicken or doing a brisket during the day, where you can keep an eye on it, you know, I got 4 of these, and I got no issues with them. Okay, they work really good. Really nice probe as well, and also a nice large digital readout. Okay, but besides that, these are my Mavericks thermometers that I'm going to be using. I'll be using these probes in addition to it. And if you guys like this stuff, I'll put a link in the description below, and you can go check it out. Okay, but besides that, I appreciate you guys watching. Okay, and here's our brisket. This is really about all the color this brisket is going to take. This is, you know, all the smoke it's going to take as well. So now the time, you know, the temperature, it done reached 165. So now what we're going to do is wrap it in aluminum, put it back in the smoker, and let it reach a 195 temperature, and call it good. Okay, but you guys stay tuned to see what this guy comes out like.
Hey guys, sorry I did not have any video. My camera wasn't working properly, so I had to take pictures of the outcome of the brisket and the ribs. But as you can see, the brisket was very moist and tender. Got plenty of slices out of it, and it was just great. Probably one of the best briskets I've done. The ribs here, beautiful color that they took. It was just awesome. Okay. Besides that, everybody enjoyed the food. It was great, and I really appreciate my viewers. So if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe and share my stuff. Okay, but besides that, I'm done. Bye.